guess, man, I'm just gonna do my thing, man. Just total freewheeling. I hope my props aren't too far away. Real, this channel is for adults, yo. So it's 420 friendly. I be drinking, I be smoking tobacco. That's what the kids really hate, yo. Um, have respect for yourselves. Have respect for us at the channel. So please click like on the way in if you like it. On the way out if you do not. I'm going to go ahead and joss the room. Let's get some agarbati going. We have your Satya Spicy Patchouli, available in many, many, many cigar and pipe shops around. Not the product that we're reviewing tonight, but a very fine product nonetheless. If you look, you can kind of say, oh, what about my space rocks? Yeah, I think if you could really look at that texture, you know, it has that extra hardwood on the outside. Well, like I said, I was worried about having props close enough. A lighter would be nice. I mean, it's part of my process here. I'm going to be reviewing minis. Minis. So, you see that palm? Yeah, King Palm, right? So, I do have some awareness of this brand. I do have some understanding. I have purchased this once before, but this time I'm going to do a man on the street review. Walk into the vape store, pick up your wraps, find out what happens. These are tobacco free. That's obviously probably a first in. You think, hey, I want a tobacco free wrap. So what we're going to do right now is just set this place right. What's up, kids? I got one walking around or what? I do have, you know, my children in the house, and if they need to come through, as late as it may be, we'll just get a nice little filter effect going on. Please click like on the way in if you like it. Understand this is a channel for adults. It's 420 friendly. Big up, Minnie. You see? Big up, you know. Oh, you know who that is. He be the Wolverine. Anyway, we're going to get to it, man, because this really is, you know, centered around the review that I'm going to do. You know, full disclosure, purchased by myself. $2. I mean, 2 for $1.99. I don't remember if he actually rang me up $1.99, but let me put it this way, guys. Sorry, hold on. I really appreciate it when the manufacturer puts the price on the outside of the package. Therefore, theoretically, if we look at the register tape, we can make sure that we get it for the manufacturer's suggested retail price. And as per my understanding of what the King Palm product is and what I have experienced previously, it basically is a leaf. So I suppose they use the branding, and again, man off the street, purchased by himself, not provided for review purposes. I do think that the assumption that you have is, hopefully this is a sustainable leaf, sustainable product. We'll get into that because there's not a lot of information about said leaf. But I have high hopes, and I have experienced a mini pack once before, and I enjoyed that. But the reason that I have exceedingly high hopes is because I'm a big fan of beaties, special share beaties. Share means lion, special means special. Beatie is the sort of hand-rolled tobacco product that's rolled in what I've always heard was an ebony leaf growing up. So I suppose that's an ebony tree leaf, ebony. Anyway, it's a single leaf. So that's, I think, the same concept here. I'm going to read the package to get the actual details and to, like, sort of get my concepts together here. I want to be as clear as possible and as accurate as possible, just as a man on the street review. Straight up vape store Virginia review. Like I said, this is a show for adults. I do drink. I smoke tobacco. That's what the kids really hate, but it's 420 friendly. And today, we're, you know, and I'm also a legal, well, I'm a Virginia resident of over 21, and we legally consume cannabis as long as we're over 21 and we don't charge each other. We can just basically pass ounces around. But we also have the OTC stuff. So what I will be doing in demonstration, because King Palm on the package recommends an herbal usage, not a tobacco one. I mean, it's a tobacco-free product as it is, but I think they also encourage that it is made for an herbal fill. And I think they have a whole system in place, if I understand it correctly. And I will go through what I understand about that. even though I wouldn't have those implements present. But we'll get there. We'll get there. Let's have a good time. Cheers, everybody. Cheers if it applies. Don't start if you didn't. Not a sponsor. I'm still in the process of sweetening up the room with my sort of, what do you call it, a smoke bubble filter system. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, boom, 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 boom. Sometimes. But anyways, I need to put the incense where it lives. I will be right back in about 2 minutes. I'm not even going to mute, but you know, if the kids come around, I might have to. Hold up. Wait a minute. Let me put some grease up in it. Give me 1 second. I find this company to be an aspirational one in presentation. That's a man on the street view, but we'll get into it. We'll get into it. I also like that price. I think that's an introductory price. You might get hooked, kids. Watch out. I'll be right back. Hello, hello. So, although I'm only reviewing one product today, which is this, I went ahead and went with the, I don't know, I guess the thematic approach of man on the street. So, yeah, okay, I have a wrap. Well, what do you put in the wrap? You know, according to the company, it should be enjoyed herbally. Well, I'm in the vape shop, okay? I like cigarettes, but they actually don't have that class of tax. So I went ahead and picked up some of them. This is not what I'm reviewing right now, but if you want an out of 5, these motherfuckers are 7, okay? But I'm not reviewing that product tonight. I'm doing this. It's the King Palm. Now, as I don't have all these present materials, I'll just kind of explain what I understand here. So this is how they present it to us. kingpalm.com. Easy enough, simple enough, straightforward enough. Now, these guys have all the socials, like, you see? So, for example, recently, big shout out to Cloud TV when I got winnings, you know, from a contest there, giveaway, I should say, which is, there's another one upcoming, you know, just send some more subscribers that way. Share Cloud TV. It's BRUHCLOUD TV. That's on YouTube. So, youtube.com/@Cloud TV. Anyway, so I have seen his reviews on such an item, you know, and shout out to him. But he also, you know, because I won the giveaway in a subscription contest, and again, not sponsors, but I guess big up all of them, you know. Oh wow, what we got over there now? Let's see. This is not season 2 background, but we do have the Ghostbuster, and you know, this is my wife's stuff because she's very Dorothy, you know. So she's got the Wizard of Oz, and yeah, that's me. That's a candle, a carved candle. Yeah, and then that's me too because that's Sporty Spice. But then you got Wizard of Oz again. Okay, immaterial to the situation at hand. So I bought these once before. They're minis. So King Palm, as I understand, this will be one leaf. They have a system. They kind of do a little bit of a breakdown here. I mean, come on, even visually, right? You got the grinder, you're going to pack it, and that's why they give you the stick, the packing stick. And then you're going to smoke that mother. You know what I mean? So a lot of that stuff is incorporated as it is, you know. Now, what is the actual leaf? Because I'm kind of night blind. I mean, even these glasses probably won't save me. So I'll put that question in the description. And the reason I do so is this. I'm going to crack this open, but I think I have an understanding. First thing that you would do is understand that it says 1 gram on there, right? 1 gram each. Like, what does that mean? Does that mean that the leaf weighs 1 gram? Because I understand it's just one leaf, and my experience says so as well. Again, I love how it's basically a tube that we're going to fill, I suppose, because that's the system, and I do have a little experience with it. But as you see, I love how they package it on there, and they say there's, you know, 2 tubes for $1.99. Hopefully the MSRP, manufacturer suggested retail price, is honored by your local shop. But I'm going all vape shop steez here. I'm going and respecting them man off the street. So when I see 1 gram on that package, I'm not thinking that it weighs 1 gram. I'm thinking about the system. So if you do go to, and again, they have all socials, which is great because not all companies do. Because some of these companies that I was looking at and reviewing in the giveaway or in the zigzag, it doesn't seem like they have YouTubes that I can slash at. But King Palm obviously does. So I will put the name of the specific leaf in here. But let's put it this way. Let's go, like I said, man on the street. Okay, that package is now empty. What does it smell like? It smells like tea. It smells like, oh, what kind of tea am I thinking right now? I think it's a bit yerba mate with a bit of mint. Oh, no. No. What do you guys call that stuff? Oh. A bit of yerba mate for sure. But it's a very tea flavor either way that I could explain. So that's the packaging, as straightforward as it is. These packs come with, even at their low, low price, a bamboo packing stick. A bamboo packing stick. Now, from what I understood, and this is where I guess this is the discount. I mean, excuse me. This is the budget market, I would suppose, because it's printed on there. See this stick that I have? It's all the way round, right? I don't think that's top of the line, right? Because when I think they say 1 gram, they don't mean that this tube weighs 1 gram, because there's no chance. I don't think so. When I take the paper out of one leaf, it does not weigh 1 gram, okay? So from what I understand, and I can't read the packaging right now, but maybe these are made in Nicaragua? Correct me if I'm wrong, officials. This is a man on the street interview here, or a man on the street deal. So when you hear King Palm and you see the single leaf, I think what you think first is broad leaf. We have one broad leaf to rule them all here. And then, I know this from before, the paper tube, right? So let's say they are assembled in Nicaragua, as I was presuming and understanding. They have a grand tradition of hand rolling cigars. I think that's public knowledge. This particular leaf, and I will totally clarify all of that information as soon as I can, but I just can't right now. This particular leaf, I understand, is of a species that's been used in like Pacific Islands, maybe, as an analgesic, like a leaf Tylenol for over 3,000 years or so. You can look up the, excuse me, mea culpa, all the specific regions but so Nicaragua, with the grand tradition of rolling, this is a way different story, because they're not rolling, I don't know, I'd have to assume 40 leaves upon 40 leaves and rolling and rolling and rolling. This is one. But then you got the other side, and this is completely compelling in a sense to me, because these are corn husk rolls, I believe, and there's no flavor popper in here, but they do make flavor poppers. But anyways, they do have corn husk, very similar to what you would wrap a tamale in, you know what I mean? You see it? Hopefully, there's a little bit of texture there. I don't have the best camera or vision at night. But I believe conceptually, since it's rolled and rolled and rolled, so you can kind of pinch it to cool down the draw, right? To cool the draw down. And this is not a flavored one, but it does have a band, so it tells you where it ends. That's interesting as hell to me, because you would call this, in my day, my elementary school, my junior high, let's call it junior high day, you would call this a pencil pack, where you take one thing and you shove, but there's one, single leaf here. So it's more like taking a broad wrap of some type. But this is tobacco free. So I believe this is actually an aspirational brand. So I want to say that I'm a little bit behind on the fact that this is a completely round packing tube, right? Or a packing bamboo stick. Because from what I understood, and let me back up a little, if you have the packaging that says this is a 1 gram roll, basically I would assume that you mean I should measure a gram and fill it with a gram, right? And I know that this says it's for herbal use, right? So I went ahead and went full detail vape store, and I got some of that off the shelf Virginia legal OTC flower, the THCA or as it be, you know what I mean? So again, I didn't want to hide things way far from myself. I probably have that bud. He gave me 1 bud as a gram. I don't know, man. I have my scale over here, but I'm not even gonna. I'm not even gonna. So it does come with that rolled up inspirational, not inspirational, informational paper. So you guys can do that at your leisure. This is the one that I've opened, and I showed you the corn husk filter, and I believe that that's made so you can kind of compress it to so-called smooth down the smoke. So here's the other one. Okay, so well, I'm not going to exactly put it back in the pouch, but let me just put it over here. This is put to the side. Now, as I said, I think I understand a little bit about the system that they provide. They tell you this is a 1 gram filler, and King Palm has a scale. You go get sort of stamp size scale, and they have that. They tell you have to grind it. Oh, and they have a grinder, right? But they also have the mobile sort of situation where they have a grinder card. If anybody's ever used one, very interesting, very interesting. Um, I don't have or did not purchase today a tray of King Palm, but I know they have branded ones. And I did not purchase a grinder, but I know they have branded ones. And I'll tell you what, on their website, kingpalm.com, again, it was as clear as it could be. And they do have all the social media. And I think maybe this is why. I mean, this is not a tobacco product, right? So, and it's also a 1 leaf product. And maybe it's made in a place, Nicaragua or otherwise, where they're very accustomed to hand rolling cigars. So this is probably a pretty quick process for them, you know. And then the tip itself, the corn husk, that's probably pretty sustainable. This thing, the leaf itself, at least we have the advertising outside of the box idea that there must be plenty of these out here, but we don't have to worry about taxes and where you ship it and all those things. And, then you have the good philosophy of maybe people don't want to incorporate tobacco. It specifically, says it's for filling with herb. I don't know. I don't know if they mean tobacco by that. Cheers, guys. I apologize, but as much as I talk, it's time away from building up my tolerance, I suppose you should say. Ha! Just kidding with you. Anyway, from what I understand, they run a soups to nuts operation there. If you know what I'm saying here, if you're old enough to get the analogy. So from what I understand, you got your system. You got your trays, right? You got your packing sticks, right? You got your scales. Then you got your packages. They tell you how much to put in a gram. I bought a gram, but I'm not putting a gram in this because I'm doing an OTC fucking bachelor review, right? So let's get away with this right now. I don't know what the leaf is. I will tell you there's not enough information out there. I do understand it's been used as basically an analgesic, but let's get this right off the fucking table. I'm one guy. Okay? Boom! Yeah, I popped the top off. I did. Because to be a pedestrian walking into the store, picking this shit up, and doing the rest of the sort of, let me get the rest of the shit at the vape shop too, over the counter legal Virginia, and let's get some herbs because they want you to, because they encourage you to. And I think this is an aspirational brand because I think this is real high quality kind of feel. I don't know yet. I'm still getting a real tea. I'm getting a real yerba mate. Do the corn husks, oh, they're sweet. Okay. All right. Well, I think those are fucking sweet, actually. All right, so here we go. So I went ahead and just OTC. They were calling it a THCA or whatever. This is just legal Virginia fucking vape shit. Vape store, what did I say shit for? Vape store floor. I don't know what it is. I don't know. THCA, BBD. Ah, don't care because I'm not talking about the butt. I'm talking about the wrap. I broke it. Okay, I did the bachelor special. I don't need to use the recommended gram, but I understand you guys have a system, so maybe it is a gram thing. But fuck, I only bought a gram, and I don't really do drugs. I mean, no, I'm just kidding. I don't do OTC that much. I do outdoor from our farmer because it's gifts in Virginia. It's all legal and it's all wonderful. So I believe if I had the system down, I could get a scale or, oh well, no, scale from kingpalm.com. I could do that. I could get the grinder from them, and maybe that's acrylic. But also, I see how they have 3D printing options on their website. And I assume that's because, yo, if you guys want to 3D print, your grinders and all these things, and you're affiliated with us, and you want us to deal with, a single leaf from a professional, sort of production plant that probably was dealing with a lot more, and then a tip that's corn husk that maybe these things I have to assume are sustainable, I should say, but also they don't have like tax problems, so they can get them sourced from wherever, manufactured in wherever, sent around the U.S. to states and all different laws. They're not sending you weeds. They're not sending you THC blues. They're not making games up about that. They just say, when you get this thing, roll it up in your favorite fucking butt. I guess. That's my thought. But this is where I get a little bit confused. My concept was that when you get like a flat tray, you get all the sort of branded products from the company directly, then you have the whole system. Like I said, and even like say the mobile grinding card instead of the grinder that you use. But then I said they also offer, for your convenience, sort of blueprints for 3D prints and all that. But I thought that they had all flat sticks to work with the tray so that you can do sort of a sweep, sweep, fill. Sweep, sweep, fill. I thought they had one flat side on them, because this really would be a pencil pack or a cigarette pack. So I will tell you this right now. This is not a flat-ended bamboo. When I get other wraps, they come with their little straws, little. So I get a little royalty-free beats out of the. And I think that's all I can do with this guy. I'll be honest to you, and I'll tell you why. He doesn't have a flat side. I don't think it's part of that, like, sort of more elaborate system. Okay, so they do have grinders themselves. They have branded trays, as I said. I don't have any of that on hand. So I got that piece that I pulled out. The reason I threw that bamboo away, I didn't. I'll keep it for royalty-free beats in the future. I really did. But this motherfucker said this was a gram. Yo, I got it. Did I say names and stuff? Did I say paradiddle? I apologize. Anyways, my local store said that one nug was a gram or whatever. And it's not even what we buy, or not buy, but what we abide, from our farmer, which is outdoor organic kush. No auto seed pops. She does it from seed to trim all herself. It's boutique. She makes blueberries, wonderful other things. Okay, so I'm going ahead and use my old grinder, but there ain't shit in there except old keef and all. But what I'm going to do is I'll take one of these off the shelf bits of what that boy called a gram. I'm going to shake him down hard. But that's okay. I had to do this to be proper, to put something that was OTC and OG. OG, why did you buy this? Because I never do this THC diamond stuffs. And I had a couple of pre-rolls, yo. So my wife and I had 3 THCA pre-rolls. I smoked 2. She smoked 1. We both were like, yo, is that tea? Now, as I said, I think the wrap smells like tea, but I think that's okay. We're talking about single leaf, aspirational luxury design here. You know what I mean? It's supposed to be an elevated experience. This is tobacco free, all of that. So what I'm going to use is just use this grinder with that over-the-counter that I got, that AAA, and we'll boo-boo that shit. So I don't have all the implements, but they do. They have grinders at King Palm. They have scales at King Palm. They have, you know, all your wraps and all those good things. And they have the flat sticks. I don't. So I'm going to tell you what, I'm going to keep it real with over the counter guy who walked in. This is not a flat stick, so I don't need your tray and I can't use your sweep system. I appreciate that you have one, but what does it do for me today, right? So here's what we'll do. We'll take my email address, right? We'll take that and we'll go ahead and put a little bit of a moat or a little bit of a canoeing situation here. And so that's what they say. They say herbal shit and grind it medium, yeah? So you saw it drop too, eh? You know what? It's never more fantastic than when you have carpet weed. Okay, so I cut that up and that I just probably dropped a half in. I don't need a half because remember, I already cut the actual wrap. So we're going to do it this way. Yes, I would love to have their tray, their scale, their grinder, all that good. But this is bachelorism. So here we go. I got this. Also, let's put it like this. It says it's for herbs. I'm putting spinner in the bitch. You know what I mean? Like that's just me. So this is a bit of like a black cherry tobacco. You know what I mean? So I'm putting a bit of spinner in it. You can call that grime. You can call it whatever you want, bro. Just, remember if you want to roll with me, at least I'm filling the whole tube. So let's consider that first. I'm trying my best. This is bachelorism. This is I don't have 4 people to get high with me over here. I don't do drugs. They're bad for your body. All right. So I'll put it in my little boat, my little canoe. Can do. And they say that the wrap is for herbs, not tobacco. Oh, there's more fucking weed on the floor. All right. So they say it's for herbs and not tobacco, but I don't know. And so I'm trying to keep it real right here. Let's see what I need to do. Let's see if I bring that bamboo stick out or okay, right now I'm just boating it up and then I go like this. Top, to like tamp them down, right? So maybe I need that guy, maybe not. Hold on. Let me be more realistic about it. Let's see. So if I am more realistic about it, am I going to worry about carrying around a bamboo stick and all? No, I'm probably not. What I'm going to do is I'm going to say, oh, yeah, when I was in the vape shop, like I said, I got those guys. And I'll probably use that to pack it, wouldn't I? Wouldn't I? No, of course I wouldn't, because we're talking about this product, which is the minis right here. Bam. So they come with the stick. I'll use the stick. All right, here we go. Package. Tubes making progress. And here I'm just getting them. Oh, just eat it up a little bit. Just do it like a dragon. Oh, here we go. I wish I did have the tray and all that good stuff so that it would be convenient. And I also wish it was a flat stick. And I really do think they have that, but that's not what I got. I guess I got the budget version. So I will use the rounded stick to respect the whole system. All right, so I'm packing them up. It takes time, guys. I mean, this part might not be the most compelling, part of the show, but I'm packing the boy. Give me a minute here, bro. All right, here we go. Because, I believe that this is, although I'm putting a bit of spinner in it, and I like tobacco. I love tobacco, yo. Don't you guys even have flavor beads that are kind of like that, or? No offense. What are you guys just staring at a double chin? I apologize if the video sucks like that. I'm trying. Okay, here we go. All right, so that's good. I think I got it to a I'm only one man level. So now I'll pack it down and we'll see. Like maybe it'll all disappear, right? Oh shit. It didn't even. Okay, maybe use the pointy. Yeah, okay. Oh, wow. Okay, so that's how it works. Now, if I had the flat ended and the sort of tray, I would go scrape, scrape, push, scrape, scrape, push. But I get you, we're going to use the tapered end here to get it in there. All right, we're cool. We're getting there. This is going good. Like I said, I think that the control that you have when you use the corn husk filter is to like tamp it down so you can like cool the smoke, as they say. I mean, there's no such thing as heating or cooling the smoke because that fucker's hot. But excuse my language. But anyway. I think the idea here is you want to be able to chill. You don't want to cough all over yourself, spit all over yourself. We'll see if that happens, because I don't know about the outside wrapper. I know it's tobacco free. Excuse me about tattoo. I was thinking about something I can't afford right now, but I know it's tobacco free, and it's sort of a high quality sort of item. But at the same time, like, what about the ancient sort of idea about the leaf? Are they still using it because it's sort of medicinal, or is it because it's sustainable? Like, oh, of course, we hear about bamboo and stuff these days. And when I hear about this, and I will tag up what is such and such leaf when I figure out what it is, because I don't think I can read the package right now because it's night and I can't see when the sun goes down. But here, let me just go ahead and drop the rest of them into the grinder. I think I've accomplished what I need for a one man. So put that back. This is OTC VA THCA diamond marked whatever. I'll be in the vape store. I'm gonna do a tour of their flower and extracts and shit and stuffs. All right, so here we go right now. This is the honest review. It's only about the leaf. So I packed it down, broke it off because I'm one man. I don't need that much, and now I'm tamping it. And you need to of course, like any roll, a nice good flow through. And then this one, it constricts and restricts the flow through to cool it down for you and whatever you want. So here we go. Now, I don't know this outer leaf, but like I said, I'm very optimistic because I grew up loving beaties. And all they say to us is, well, it's an ebony tree leaf. I don't know what that is. But when I hear just the branding, palm, I think of a nice broad leaf, And like I said, to me, it smelled like a good, yerba mate, a tea like that, right? So I'm going to burn it off now just to get down, because, just get down to the one man root here. This is just leaf because it's one leaf wrapped around, guys. You got to understand that. In here, there's a bunch of corn husks that's wrapped around as the tip, but it only goes as far as the logo. And this guy is one leaf. And like I said, if they make it in a well-established cigar facility, they're probably used to wetting and going with, 40 or whatever leaves. And I love good hand-rolled tobacco or cigars or whatever it is. But I hope these are both sustainable plants. I don't really know. I'll put the leaf name in. So I got to work off what I said. Even the bag smelled like tea. So right now we're working on what does the burn smell like of the leaf? Does it remind you of cleaning the autumn streets? You know what I mean? Like, is it like those dried leaves that fall? Is it like the ebony leaf? No, it's not. Like the ebony tree leaf that I'm used to on BDs, I'll tell you right this second, is a lot spicier than this. You know what I mean? And that's a back and forth with you guys, because some people like spicier, some people don't. All right. So this is tobacco free, but what I'm getting, and I'm not judging any of the filler. I'm judging the product, the vehicle here. Let's see. How about the evenness here? Yeah, it's going even so far. Like, if I had a runner, do I have to lick it? Nah, I don't know yet. Hold on. Let me tamp it down a little bit. This is for me because, of course, I chose to make it smaller. So sometimes you got to roast off a bit of the outside here. And I don't know what this THCA stuff is going to do. I don't do it. Probably ain't going to do shit, but that ain't me, man. It doesn't matter. I'm judging the wrap. I enjoyed the wraps and things that I've recently received in the giveaway from BroCloud. I've enjoyed the ones that I've picked up that I can't YouTube tag because I don't know. I guess because they're tobacco, they hide, yeah? Okay. All right. Now I'm starting to get a bit of a Nicaraguan in a tobacco sense. I mean, in a cigar sense, I should say, not a tobacco sense, but a little bit in the fact that I get a little bit of molasses and black pepper. And it's not just the inside. Because I'm telling you, I know that leaf from the ebony tree that I've enjoyed special share beaties with, for so long. And I'll tell you this one, it doesn't have that kind of spice, but it does have a little bit of pepper in the black pepper sense. It's not the nightshade family, even the black pepper. It's a different thing, right? And I'm going to look up the family of this buddy right here, because I'm going to get into it. Because, I mean, there's no question in anything about this, right? If you want to talk about a product that's, a good wrap, it's aspirational, it's, I think I got the budget version, guys, and this is the second time, right? But I'm just trying. And, full all the way disclosure, right? I contacted 4 different companies that I bought stuff from in the vape store. And I said, hey, I've been live streaming for about 4 months, and, it ain't no big deal. But anyway, I do review products from time to time. I will be respectful. I will be honest. And Zigzag, ooh, I did those wraps, and I've had Zigzag for so many years, you guys wouldn't believe, in like papers and stuff. And then I was working in the 90s in good old 7-Eleven when the games came up, and oh god, I was like, the games are better. Fuck. I don't want the Phillies to leave. But I just got some Phillies, and they weren't anything like they were in the 90s. And I haven't seen them around. And so I'm not here to like try to disparage other things. I'm just telling you this. I understand that even when King Palm does flavors, they're so-called terpene. I don't know what that means, okay? But they put them in the tip in a squeezable ball. I guess that's like a Camel Crush, right? Because I haven't been there. I've only bought this product twice. But there is no doubt. And I hated to say it for the Zigzags. I had to give them the 2 out of 5, the wraps. Because they had that funny flavor that was so fake and sour. And this stuff that was tea before it was burning, now it has that nice, like I said, a lot of molasses and a little bit of black pepper. So a King Palm mini wrap, right? I don't know what's up with the not having a flat end on my stick. I didn't read this because I'm night blind, okay? I'm going to put the other one away for later. And I broke this one for short because I'm only one dude. But I'll tell you this, straight up, out of the package, out of the store, man on the street, $1.99 for 2 of these. Aspirational as it is, I'm going to get that fucking gold wrap one next. I will. Nah, I can't. I'm just kidding. But this is 5 out of 5. Squeeze those corn husks, right? Don't cough. 5 out of 5 all day, out the gate. Forget it. BigUpKingPalm.com. These things kill. Man on the street says 5 out of 5. See you later. Get yourself a mini and be smart about it. Peace. Aspirational grease.